The abuse of vegetables is like an appetizer. Make people eat more and more. The second match between YSM and ICBC is in Thousand Bridges. This is a cylindrical tower made up of countless bridges, but some of these bridges collapse when you step on them. Some are fantasies. This requires the players to be extremely careful. Simultaneously, it is also an underground city, nicknamed the Newcomer Grinder. The game starts. All members of the YSM team, they fought with the monsters. Undead spiders can hunt living creatures with their webs, and turn it into a pupa, and convert it into a zombie. The realism of the monster restoration, it reminded Simon Yi. Once upon a time in the dungeon, after seeing the number of monsters in front of you, Simon Knight lets team members deal with weaker zombies, and all 8 undead spiders are left to him. Then he launched a reinforced throw. 8 spears at your fingertips, both hands at the same time. The spear seems to have eyes. Accurately shoot at 8 undead spiders. The screams of explosions and the splashing of juice echoing in the dungeon. Simon Yi is getting more and more excited. This confused his own team members. The boss shouldn't be taking medicine, right? It only took 2.5 minutes. All the monsters around were swept away. Look at the entire war situation. This speed is also quite explosive. Simon Yi called Zhao Sheng, however. Let him use the positive pass. Share your positive points with other teammates. Just then, a shout suddenly came. Hands up. You are surrounded. What about the boss? They blocked us on the bridge. Yellow Hair is also excited. See how you escape. Archer for me. This scene made Simon Yi completely laugh. You fools. To be able to come up with such a battle plan. Thank you for your hard work. Then let's try it together now. By the taste of falling, little Goggle looked dumbfounded. At this time, Simon Yi is launching a weapon recovery. I haven't had time to collect the spear I just shot out. But one thing to note is that the spear will return at the speed it shot before. This will definitely damage the surrounding buildings. Sure enough, including their own team members, everyone's feet are broken, falling together into the depths of the cylinder. That's right from the beginning. Simon Industry has already planned the construction of this underground city. He has long remembered it by heart. So before recycling the spear, he put his teammates in safe positions. All the members of YSM are hanging from the real bridge, and the little quacks of ICBC didn't land on illusions. It's a fake bridge that breaks when you touch it. But just watch them free fall. It can't wake up Simon Yi. He wants before they all land. Kill 6 members. Simon Knight is like a killing god. Dive down. 1 shot. 1 draw. Take away the children. Just 2.5 seconds. He has completed the 4 kills. Everyone outside the venue was taken aback by this scene. Is this something that humans can do? After the 5 kills, Simon Yi aimed his spear at the last one to fall. Small spear. Insert into the chest. Simon Knight foot little quack. Fall from the sky. Hehe. The last trick is body surfing. Just ask if you are happy. 1 shot. 1 little quack. This man has gone crazy. 6 members of the ICBC team, like a hawthorn with no buds. The candied gourd was skewed by Simon Knight. The remaining 5 are all desperate. Is this a devil? Hand up, gun down. Indulge in silky smoothness. Simon Yohao pushed everyone with thunder, from start to finish. It didn't even take her pants off. Simon Yi completed 11 kills alone. Such a result is placed in the World League. It's also quite explosive. The audience went crazy. This ticket, definitely the best value they've ever bought. Game over. Li Nayan excitedly ran to congratulate him. Simon Yi looked indifferent. What's so great about abusing vegetables? Even BE United at a charity game. Aren't you also abused by me like a dog? Li Nayan has a cold sweat on her face. You are cool, but the mentality of those guys at SBC is broken. Simon Yi told Sarah she won't play in the next game. Anyway, the other party has been defeated by her fighting spirit. If you can win, then go home and wash up and sleep. Soon the first game of the playoffs is over. YSM wins by an absolute advantage of 3 consecutive victories. Then in the second game of the playoffs, same recipe again. Simon Yi used absolute strength. Explains to the world who is the strongest on the surface. The Braised Egg brothers release news. Even if it goes bankrupt, they are also willing to buy it. At the same time, City L in Country C, one of the former 7 heroes, the head coach of the Iron Course, Amra Corsa. I can't hold my breath anymore. In countless war clubs, there are 3 top teams. The first is the European Spark, run by the Braised Egg brothers. They are centered on inner alchemy and machines. The lineup of players is very luxurious. Secondly, the mobile hub with Jared at the core. Finally, the Iron Legion led by Corsa. Simultaneously, they own Daniel Mans, one of the big 3. They often crush their opponents with a perfect strategy. In these 3 teams, the team run by Braised Egg brothers, with the team led by Corsa, a well-established opponent in the Europa League. It can be said who owns Simon Knight. Whoever wins the championship trophy. Corsa finds the boss. Share your thoughts with the other person. But the boss is making a big deal of it. For the boss, he has always respected every decision of Corsa. But there is a feud between him and Simon Yi. And that's something that everybody knows. That's right, 17 years ago, Simon Yi and Corsa often quarrel over some style issues. The rest of the team is used to it. The boss told Corsa, no one can tame Simon Yi's stubborn donkey. Not to mention that Corsa is still the head coach of the team. He asked the other party to calm down. Although the Iron Legion is the second child of the millennium, but also one of the top teams in the world. But Corso was not happy. A lot of data and reasoning are listed. The boss was irritated by what he said. Just say how much it costs. Corso looked serious and wanted to steal someone from Braised Egg. We need at least 180 million euros. Here. The boss can't hold you anymore. See if I'm worth 100 million. From twisting to opening and closing, Simon has been cheered by the audience. Lost myself. I originally only promised Sano to play 3 times a year. But now he's in every playoff game. As the head coach, Sano can't stand it anymore. Boss, can we order a B-face? I'm still thinking of training the players through the competition. You were killed at birth. Let me play with wool. Although saying so, Simon Yi is still a mean expression. He's playing the last one. Just when the two were still wrangling with each other, Dongjun raised his hand weakly to report. She said she had received a lot of transfer applications recently. Simon Yi was speechless. Do you still need to report such a thing? Of course, all rejected. The boss wants you. I heard that the transfer amount is 100 billion. Hear the price. Sana has the urge to sell Simon Yi for money. With this money, should be able to buy some good players to advance to the Europa League. Simon Yi was speechless. Europa League? Shouldn't we be in the World Champions League? Sana shook her head, saying it was impossible. Even the strength of the boss. You can only kill opponents in a country, in a world-class competition. It's impossible for her to kill 11 people alone. Although Simon Yi was a little unconvinced, but I can't guarantee it. Back then, she had seen the strength of Needham. If there are really 11 people of this strength, no matter how strong you are, you may not win. Simon Yi asked him if he would recruit some foreign players. It should be fine. Sana was speechless. Foreign team member. Who is on this team? House, car and money. It is impossible for people to agree to any lack of one. And now all the good foreign players have signed up. At most, you can only introduce some potential stocks that are not yet famous. Even so, the development probability of the country league is also very low. Except for yourself. It's almost impossible that anyone would want to come here. Here. Simon Yi fell silent. It seems. Still have to find some potential players. Cultivate. After the playoffs, Simon Yi called Sana and Dongjun to the office. Now the 7 main players in the team have taken shape. He wants to recruit a faster sub-tank and as much melee output as possible. What's more important is the long-distance output with good strength. Li Niyon's performance is excellent, but it wasn't enough. If there is a more powerful output, the team's disadvantage can be compensated. Saying that, she took out a list and handed it over. Indicates that the next, she convinced them to join the team during the transfer. Sana picked up the list and looked at it. Dongjun also glanced curiously from behind. But the next second she was stunned. Boss, are you serious? Do you really want to bring in that person?